Maybe you feel like something in your life keeps holding you back. Not just problems, not just stress, but something deeper. Something you cannot explain. Negative thoughts that will not leave. Fear that keeps returning. Old wounds that never fully heal. Distractions that pull you away from your purpose. Sometimes the enemy does not need to destroy your life. He only needs to keep you bound. Bound to worry. Bound to anger. Bound to sickness. Bound to doubt. Bound to the past. But the truth is this: God never created you to live in chains. Luke 13 tells the story of a woman who had been bound by a spirit of sickness for 18 years. 18 years. She could not stand up straight. 18 years of pain. 18 years of limitation. 18 years of silence. And when Jesus saw her, he did not ignore her condition. He called her forward, and he said something powerful. "Woman, you are set free from your infirmity." And instantly she stood up straight, because what the enemy had bound for years, Jesus broke in a moment. This is how God works. Some chains feel permanent, but they are not permanent in God's presence. Some struggles feel endless, but they are not endless in God's hands. John 8:36 says, "So if the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed." Not partially free, not temporarily free, completely free. The enemy wants you to believe your situation will never change. He wants you to believe your thoughts will never improve. He wants you to believe your sickness defines your future. He wants you to believe your past controls your destiny. But that voice is not from God. 2 Timothy 1-7 says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind." That means fear is not your identity. Confusion is not your identity. Oppression is not your identity. Distraction is not your identity. You were created for freedom. There are people listening right now who feel trapped in cycles they cannot break. Cycles of anxiety, cycles of anger, cycles of temptation, cycles of exhaustion, cycles of disappointment. But Isaiah 10:27 says, "The yoke will be broken because of the anointing, not because of your strength, not because of your discipline, because of God's power." Jesus is still breaking chains today. He is still restoring minds. He is still healing bodies. He is still lifting people who feel forgotten. If he saw you right now, he would not walk past your struggle. He would speak directly into it, and he would remind you of this truth. You are not bound forever. You are not forgotten, and you are not fighting alone. God is still able to break every chain holding your life back, even the ones nobody else can see. Because sometimes the chains people carry are invisible. No one else sees them, but they are real. Some people are bound by fear every morning when they wake up. Some people are bound by thoughts that tell them they are not enough. Some people are bound by memories they cannot escape. Some people are bound by habits they keep trying to break but cannot. And some people are bound by sickness that has lasted longer than they expected. But the enemy does not have the final word over your life. There was another moment in the Bible when a man had been unable to walk for 38 years. 38 years waiting. 38 years watching other people move forward while he stayed in the same place. 38 years feeling forgotten. And when Jesus saw him lying there, he asked him a question that still speaks to us today. Do you want to be made well? Because freedom always begins with a decision. A decision to believe again. A decision to trust again. A decision to stand again. Sometimes the enemy convinces you that your condition is permanent, that your anxiety is permanent, that your weakness is permanent, that your limitation is permanent. But what Jesus touched never stayed the same. When he spoke, chains broke. When he touched people, sickness left. When he called people forward, their lives changed forever. And the same power that moved then is still moving today. There are people listening right now who feel like something is pressing against their mind every day. Thoughts they did not invite, fear they cannot explain, restlessness they cannot control. But freedom is not something you earn. Freedom is something Jesus already paid for. Galatians 5:1 says, "It is for freedom that Christ has set us free." That means freedom is not a future promise. It is a present reality that many people have not stepped into yet. The enemy works quietly. He plants doubt slowly. He builds fear little by little. He adds distraction. after distraction, until a person forgets who they really are. But today God is reminding you who you are. You are not weak, you are not forgotten, you are not trapped, and you are not alone in this battle. Some chains break instantly, and some chains break step by step, but every chain breaks in the presence of God, even the ones that followed you for years, even the ones you stopped talking about, even the ones nobody else understands. Psalm 107 says that God brought them out of darkness and broke their chains in pieces, not loosened them, not reduced them, broke them completely. That is the kind of freedom God brings. Complete freedom, real freedom, lasting freedom. Maybe today you feel like the woman who walked into that synagogue bent over after 18 years. She did not ask to be called forward. She did not expect a miracle that day. She simply showed up, and Jesus saw her. And sometimes that is all it takes. Showing up when you feel weak, showing up when you feel tired, showing up when you feel discouraged, because Jesus still sees people others overlook. He still stops for people others ignore, and He is still setting people free today. If something has been holding your life back longer than it should have, this is not the end of your story. God is still restoring minds. God is still healing bodies. God is still lifting people who thought they would never stand straight again. And what has held you down for years can be broken in a moment when God speaks into your situation. Freedom is closer than you think, and the chains you feel today are not stronger than the power of God working in your life right now.